Okay, it's almost time to test it out for the first time, but we need something for it to drive on. So I'm gonna move my cursor to the world origin, and then do Shift A and just make a plane. But before I do that, let's make sure we're in kind of the main collection here. So now Shift A and make a plane. I'm gonna scale it up 100 times, or 10 times, I guess. And we'll just leave it at that for now. So we want this to be a rigid body. We want it to be passive. We'll just go ahead and make it a mesh. We're probably going to add some stuff to it later, so we'll need it to be a mesh. We're going to make our friction 1, and we'll leave our bounciness 0. Since we have it as a mesh, let's go to sensitivity and turn down the margin to 0. All right, in a side view, we actually want it to be a little bit lower than the vehicle, maybe about right there. And that should be it. All right, so make sure to save it before you hit play, and then hit play and see what happens. So it falls down and it goes backwards. Let me turn off the modeled parts here. Okay, let's watch it again. And it goes backwards. And actually, we never created the fixed constraint for the body. So let's do that real quick also. I'm going to come to the main rig. I'm going to put my cursor here. Or I'm going to put it, or yeah, let me put it at the body. Shift S, cursor selected, Shift A. We're going to make another empty. It's going to be arrows. I'm going to scale it down just a little bit. Make it a rigid body constraint. It's going to be fixed. It's going to connect our CG to our body. Doesn't look like we actually named this either. So let's name that underscore body. Yep. Okay, it looks like everything is in the correct spot. I'm going to make this hashtag fixed, and that should be good. Make sure to save it and press play. All right, so it looks like it's working. Of course, it's going backwards, and there's two ways you could make it go forward. You could come to each of these constraints and make the target velocity negative, but I'm actually going to just rotate it 180 degrees about the z-axis. So here's our first motor. You can see it's the motor over here. And I'm going to say RZ180 and RZ180. Okay. Press play, and it looks like it's working. There was a little bit of a glitch. I don't know if you noticed it. I'm going to kind of step through it. And here's our glitch. And that's probably because we haven't set up our rigid body world yet. So let's go to scene properties. Come down to rigid body world. And let's set our substeps per frame. We'll just make it 60. This is a pretty simple model. We can probably get away with that. While we're here, let's go to the cache and let's make the ending 2000 so we don't run out of frames as easily. And the same thing down here in the timeline. All right, save it again, and let's see if that glitch goes away. It does. So if you see anything funny like that, you know what to do. Increase the sub steps per frame.